And we're live. SHEcago Talks. That's right. We are here. You in the talk zone. We got some fitness gurus coming on. We got some Park District people. We got some CNN reports. We got all of that on the show. But when SHEcago Talks return, we'll get right to it. Hey, this is AJ Williams, the media guy. Come learn how to financially secure and grow your estate right now and for the future. Tune in every Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. to SHEcago Talks, the Women's Wellness and Wealth Workshop, live on Facebook, SHEcago Talk page. Join the conversation. Present your products and services. Tell your story of wellness and wealth. We are waiting to hear from you. Leave a message on Facebook page, SHEcago Talks, or email us at SHEcago100@gmail.com. That's right, SHEcago100@gmail.com. Remember, all women, all the time, hashtag shift the spotlight. And we got a guest host right in here today. How you doing, Doc? Doc, are you there? You can unmute yourself. Well, the doc was there. Dr. Michelle. She has her the Total Flex, revolutionize your workout and your body in 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes a day. They having a meeting and a show, and that's going to be Thursday. That's tomorrow, May 26th. You got one at 3, 4, and 5 p.m. 5504 South Michigan. You can call Dr. Michelle at 312. Hold on, let me see if somebody's in.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh.
I just had the doctor in doing this Total Flex thing, and I guess she'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me finish with it. So it's the Total Flex. It's to revolutionize your workout and your body in 5 minutes a day. Let your muscles be your medicine. But they could tell you more about it. And that's going to be Thursday, May 26th. That's tomorrow. They got a session at 3, 4, and 5. That's going to be at 5504 South Michigan Ave, the Kilo Art Residence. So if you can, give her a call, try to get over there. You probably see me in the house. Yeah. I'm going to try to make it on over there. I can't be everywhere, but I'm going to try to make it because I got I got the system at my house, and I usually do that every morning. So It works out.
Okay.
And it's the thing is, it's for low impact.
Okay.
You know, just like swimming. You know, you let your muscles build you. You know, it's not stressing. You won't break anything. So, hey, should go out there and check it out. You know,
okay.
I'm getting old. I need it. So how you going on? The revolution is in the house.
No, I wish the revolution was in the house.
The professional
because we need
teacher.
to extend it to this country. Obviously,
Yes.
some things aren't working the way they should work. And yeah.
It was designed.
I agree. But I think also this is a move for certain individuals to get the guns, make guns unlawful in this country. That's a touchy subject, you know.
So, but I'm glad you brought that up because we got 2 clips, short clips. One about what a city official, Park District official, is doing to address some of the gun violence. Would you like to take a gander with me, Maybeth, if you got a minute?
Let me say, first of all, there's lightning and thundering going on here.
Oh yeah.
If it gets too
Woo-ha.
bad, I'm going to sign off. But I wanted to talk about FOLA,
There we go.
and I haven't been able to do that for a while. And then we can go into your clip. For those people
Okay.
who may need or know someone who needs outpatient treatment help, there's an agency called FOLA Community Services. It's located at 8014 South Ashland in Chicago, and they are a certified treatment center through the state of Illinois. And they're open Monday through Saturday, and their phone is, I always get the phone crazy.
773-487-4310.
4310. Yes, right.
It's on the
And there's
screen.
no waiting and so forth. But run your clip about the guns, because
Well, I
just
got
run
two
your
clips,
clip
but
about the gun.
we'll see what the new CEO of the Park District is saying.
Oh,
Yes.
I ask teens to put down your guns and pick up a basketball.
The Chicago Park District has a new CEO, how Rosa Escareño plans to face the current wave of violence among teens. And providing safe spaces for Chicago youth as Mayor Lori Lightfoot seeks to move the weekend curfew. And joining us now is Rosa Escareño, Commissioner Escareño, or Superintendent Escareño, I should say. Welcome back to Chicago today. We mentioned you've had a long career with this city. Why come out of retirement to take this very big job?
Well, I've been a public servant all my career, and this is such a wonderful organization. When I was asked to come in and be helpful, I certainly, it was something that certainly touched my heart, because I am a Parks kid, and so it's just in my blood, I think.
And you certainly have your work cut out for you, starting with public safety. On Monday, you were with the mayor when she announced the new curfew at 10 p.m. Do you believe that this is the right move to help public safety in the city?
I think the goal is to ensure that we're doing everything to keep our young people safe and engaged. And so I think that that's the priority. From the parks perspective,
Let me get to Dr. Michelle with the flex. What's going on, Doc?
I see she's flexing, huh?
Yes. Can you hear me, Doc? You don't have your mic open, Doc. Unmute your mic. Hey.
Hey.
And there's you could talk, because I got your thing up. You can talk about your event.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. Unfortunately, I'm at my client's, which is a medical facility, so I'm really not supposed to have a cell phone. So I kind of snuck out a little bit, and I have to keep my mask on because it's a public facility.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, I stay excited about anything that is going to empower us as human beings and as a people. I think we're sorely lacking as a people in regards to what information that we really understand and have access to that can really take our wellness to the next level. So through many years of being, should I say, in the holistic wellness genre over 30 years, I have finally had one of my biggest prayers answered. And one of those exercise, fitness, and holistic wellness through nutritional supplementation. So, in other words, we have a lot of people who have tried to change the way their body looks and feels. And because they didn't have somebody helping them or a coach, they kind of fell off the wagon. And, one of the most prominent issues we have is overeating. And it's not just overeating, it's not digesting our foods properly. Wow. So when you have all of these things going on, and then you go to the gym once, twice, maybe 3 times a week, and you don't get the results that you're really striving for, you get discouraged. And it's very hard to be your own cheerleader and be the one doing the work at the same time. So what Dr. Doug Gabbert did, number one, he is a leading international food and supplement scientist. He goes around to many of the various manufacturers for whole food supplementation, and he consults them and helps them get the best results with their products. So he happens to also be a retired chiropractor. And as a retired chiropractor, he's able to kind of shift his attention from actually doing adjustments. And he also recommended nutrition to his clients to create this modality that instead of you going to the gym or running around the track around the park for 2 hours and just really busting a sweat and not getting the results that you can get. And not only are you not getting the results, you're kind of hurting yourself. If you're jogging, you're hurting your joints. If you're lifting weights, you're not building muscle the way you think you are, because you're not probably eating the right foods and doing the right things before you lift those weights. And you're probably not doing the things that you need to do right after you finish your workout. And all of that results in your body breaking down instead of your body building up. So Dr. Doug, I call him, what he did is he has his caption says, "Let thy muscles be thy food." I'll repeat that. Let thy muscles be thy food. And he said, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if that sounds good or not." Well, it doesn't sound good if you're doing the wrong thing. If you're not eating properly before working out, and you do all of this weightlifting, and then you don't have the proper supplements or food after working out, yes, your body will actually start eating on your muscles instead of you building them up. So that is true with the traditional exercise and the way that people do or do not have proper consumption of food. So what Dr. Gabbert has developed is a system that just 1 minute with this workout is going to render you approximately 20 to 30 minutes worth of another workout that you would have done. Let me repeat that. The 20 or 30 minutes that you normally spend working out, it will only take 1 minute. Did you hear me? 1 minute with our Total Flex system. It's called Total Flex Fitness in a Box.
Well, a lazy person like me, Doc, I would love just to do a 30-minute workout in 1 minute.
Well,
and get back to my cheeseburger.
Well, come on down. I need to have you hold on 1 second while I do this. 1 second. How you doing? Yes.
So what that sound like, Maybeth? 1 minute workout.
It sounds incredulous, which is a big word for really?
Well, you know what? I'm using it now for my warm-ups. That's what I do. So
for what?
I bought the system. I do the balls. You see the thing? I
work out with the balls
before I can do my workout.
Oh, because see, I'm a yoga person. I want to be convinced.
Oh, okay. You from Missouri then?
Yeah, you remember, what does it say? Missouri, show me state? Maybe I'll come down.
Well, I think I'm gonna make the 5 o'clock thing.
Oh, okay. I'll put you down for 5 o'clock, Sir Anthony. So here's the thing. I heard a yoga student.
Yeah, I'm a yoga sister, Maybeth White.
Okay. Yeah. Greetings. How you doing, sister?
I'm fine. Can I be better and not have to sweat on the floor?
And you know what? The answer is absolutely, positively, yes. the beautiful thing is just like Anthony was saying, you can use this as a warm-up technique, or you can use it as an actual workout. I will give you the honest to God testimony, just having introduced this to, several people around the city, just doing some testing as we were bringing this out. And we went to, I won't say the name of the fitness club, but it's a worldwide fitness center. And I took some of the coaches there, and I challenged them. I said, I want you to do this for 3 minutes, and I'd like to take pictures or videos. They said, oh, sure, because they saw some other people doing it, and, they assumed nothing was to it. Well, I had one man, his muscles were should I say his guns were just exploding, as he was walking through the gym, with his strut. So, of course, I asked him to come on down. So he sat down, and we set him up with the balls. And we got through about 1 minute and 10 seconds. And the next thing he's saying, I don't think I can do this anymore. You heard me. He was actually sitting down, because that's what a lot of our positions are. And we were just doing some of our specialized exercises, which it looks like you're not doing anything if you don't ask a passerby. And next thing, he's breaking out in a sweat, and his breathing is getting heavy. And so he said, okay, I quit. I can't do it. So I think he got almost to 2 minutes. But here's the thing. His temperature went from whatever his regular temperature is, because we didn't take his temperature, and to sweating in less than a minute. And then we watched his muscles, and I told you he had some guns on him. His guns were jumping all over the place while he was doing this exercise. And it looked like he was just sitting there touching the balls. Okay?
I'll be back.
So the bottom line is, this is a phenomenon that Dr. Doug has discovered, but he didn't discover it all by himself. He had other modalities that lent him learning over the years, in addition to him being an expert chiropractic. And he coupled all of that into our Total Flex system. So people that are experienced in yoga, they jump on board because, number one, like you say, the time that you have to put into this, you have to be mentally into the yoga, spiritually into the yoga, and of course, physically. And if you're lacking in any of those, you're not going to get the results that you're really looking for. Then you go into the hot yoga, because
I don't hot. I'm an old girl. I did this in a couple of other lives. So I'm looking for some different things than the hot yoga.
I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, I never heard about hot yoga, Maybeth. Oh, you got
no, I did hot yoga one time in Hyde Park. I won't name the place. And I went to the instructor after the session and asked, is there a place where you can be meditative and while doing yoga? And she looked at me like, well, this is what we do here. I went like, thank you. Won't be back again.
Yeah.
That's a long story. Anthony, I got my other meeting, but if you're going to go at 5, let's talk. Maybe you can give me a lift down. I'd like to see what you have.
I look forward to meeting you. Thank you so much.
Care. I have another meeting. I please pardon me. I have to go. Bye-bye.
Blessings. Be safe.
Thanks.
Okay. So in short, like you said, let's do the math. 1 minute versus 20 or 30 minutes of busting your balls. I mean, the yellow balls.
Of course. Of course.
Or really doing our technique with our balls for 1 minute. Some people can make it up to 3 minutes. And, we teach you, we groom you to get up to about a 5-minute session in a day. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You finished? Have a good evening. Be safe. So when you do that kind of math and you get the type of result that we've been getting, it's a win-win. And that's not even talking about our protein-based products that are broken down in the tiniest particles. And we'll explain all that, or Dr. Doug will explain all that tomorrow. Because you can sit here and you can eat a big fat steak, wink, wink, Anthony.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or you can find some type of substitutes that you want to use for protein. But if your body doesn't absorb it and assimilate it so that your body can utilize it, you're just going out of here backwards, because that protein is just going to putrefy in your system, whether it's vegetable based or whether it is meat based. So we have formulations that go to the very, very smallest cells in your body, and the most difficult ones to get to. And then it helps your body to balance itself, nourish itself, and then ultimately build your muscles. Because if you don't have strong, lean muscles, then when you age, see, you're a young buck, Sir Anthony. When you start getting up there and getting those gray hairs and everything, start, you know, start visiting Arthur, or Arthur starts visiting you, well, then you're going to want strong bones and strong muscles. So you can't have strong bones without strong muscles. And seniors, they fear falling the most, right?
I'm right there. I'm right there at the senior citizen thing. Wish I was, Mommy.
But you know, I don't believe you. So
yeah, I don't know why. All this gray hair and gray I got on my face. I'm gray everywhere.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So I need this stuff, you know. It's so I got the flyer up, so just give us the rundown on the flyer.
Okay, so we're going to be with Dr. Gabbard. Dr. Gabbard has his practice, and he's a retired pastor in Wisconsin, and he will be coming to Chicago tomorrow, and we will have 1 hour sessions, 3 o'clock to 4, 4 o'clock to 5, and a 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And this is where you will learn how to change your life. And you come to, everybody knows basically where Michigan Avenue is and 55th Street. So it's 5504 South Michigan Avenue. And it's an arts building. And we'll have some signs up, and we'll probably have somebody greeting at the door because it is a locked facility. And come on down. So I would prefer that if you can RSVP, just because we're trying to be respectful of, we still have COVID protocol. So we just want to have an idea as to how many people are coming in those hours. So I look forward to seeing you.
Sounds good, Dr. Michelle. I'm glad that I think the last time I saw you was that early 2000s. I ain't seen you about 20 years. So it's good to see you back from space somewhere, and you working on your space stuff. And hey, we'll come out and see how the space rover is doing.
Yes. Thank you. You're doing a wonderful thing for us, and we got to get some ladies up there on the mic with you. You know, if you don't mind having feminine partners.
Oh, that's actually, I'm trying to get off the mic and put all the ladies on the mic. I don't even want to be on the mic anymore. So
you know, you like being a ladies' man.
Oh yeah, in the back, not up front. I like to be hidden. But I do like, you know, yeah, you guys are mysterious species, you know. Men, we think we know how to deal with them, and we know them, but we don't. So that still intrigued me at my old age of 58, you know. So, but I have learned that a lot of success comes from women. So that's why I try to partnership and collaborate with the women.
Yes.
So you have another session coming up? I know you running. So
Yes, yes. I got to get back into my client. So I really hope that we can get the word out through your medium. And I want to be a part of helping to, build up your listeners and viewers
yeah.
eventually. And my daughter Brooke, she
Yeah.
wants to be a part of it.
Yeah. I got a call. I called her the other day. She was in the middle of her acting, so I got to check back with her. Yes, So, but
Yeah.
that's what happens when you call celebrities. Hey, celebrities are on the move. That's why I try to link up with you guys, and you guys keep me motivated. So
Okay. Well,
I know
you
you're
keep us
busy.
motivated.
So, Dr. Michelle, I want to thank you for coming out, being on there, and
Thank
taking
you.
a few minutes with me. I don't want to hold
Thank
you.
you.
I know you got your clients. They looking at, hey. So I will see you at the 5 o'clock. I'm coming at the 5 so I can see. I can't kind of remember what you look like, so I got to come down there to see your face,
All right. Well, I welcome you, but bring your balls.
Okay, I will. I'll put them in a bag.
Okay. That might hurt.
You all right, Doc?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Tell
Have a
Brooke
great
I
one.
say hi too.
I will.
All
Okay.
right. Bye-bye,
Thank
Doc.
you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
You're welcome.
Well, that was Dr. Michelle. So that was Dr. Michelle, and with exercising and so forth. So the second part to the gun thing, we go to a CNN report. This report is addressing, does more guns keep us safe? Well, let's see.
U.S. gun sales continue to skyrocket. From 2012 to 2020, the number of guns produced has doubled every year. In 2020, there were 611 mass shootings and over 11 million guns made. And according to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, the number of guns produced doubled every year from 2010 to 2020. So our question, this debate, is, do more guns really make us safer? Well, look at this. In the Washington Post, columnist Paul Waldman writes, if gun advocates, a group that includes pretty much the entire GOP, are correct in their oft-stated assertion that more guns means more safety, shouldn't we be enjoying a paradise of security with crime plunging to never-before-seen lows? Obviously, that is not what's happening. So joining me to discuss an issue that matters to every single one of us, CNN political commentator Scott Jennings, former special assistant to President George W. Bush, along with Shannon Watts, the founder of Moms Demand Action. She is also the author of Fight Like a Mother, How a Grassroots Movement Took on the Gun Lobby and Why Women Will Change the World. Welcome to you both. And I want to just start off by saying, I know you both agree that mass shootings are horrible. People should not be losing their lives in these mass shootings, right, in the wake of what we just saw in Buffalo. But Scott, I want to start with you on the heels of that op-ed. As a member of the GOP, I'll let you respond to that quote. Do you think more guns means more safety?
Well, I certainly think there are people in the United States who believe they need a gun for their own personal safety. In fact, it's one of the most commonly given reasons when you do surveys of gun owners. Why do you have a gun? And it's for personal safety. And as has been pointed out many times, we are in the midst of a national crime wave, and we're also in the midst of a national police shortage. And so there are certainly Americans who have constitutional rights available to them to carry guns for personal safety, and that's exactly what they do. whether you want to talk about the micro or individual right to own guns versus the macro statistics, I guess, is part of this discussion. But as a Republican, as a conservative, if you support the Second Amendment, then you obviously support every individual's right to keep and bear arms.
Right, because Shannon, gun production has nearly tripled over the past 20 years. So what do you say to Scott, who is saying, look, this is people wanting to protect themselves as crime is surging? What do you say to that? Why do you think there is such increasing demand?
Well, I think what Scott and I both agree on is that there should be stronger gun laws in place. You know, we are not opposed to the Second Amendment. Many of our volunteers are gun owners or their partners are gun owners. This is about restoring the responsibilities that should go along with gun rights. And I've been working on this as a full-time volunteer now for a decade. And what we have seen is that gun extremism has really taken root in the Republican Party. You know, it started out with these armed extremists showing up at our meetings, and then they showed up at state houses and then at the Capitol on January 6th. And this extremism has really become part of the policy platform. And in fact, we are seeing gun manufacturers and their allies try to roll back things like a background check on every gun sale or gun safety training. And this crime wave that we're seeing is the logical outcome of having 400 million guns in a country with too few gun laws. And to the point of that op-ed, if more guns and less gun laws made us safer, we'd be the safest country in the world. Instead, we have a 25 times higher gun homicide rate than any peer nation. And I would just point out that in Buffalo, that horrific, tragic situation, there was an armed guard there. But unfortunately, a guard with a handgun is just no match for a white supremacist who's been radicalized online and who has easy access to semi-automatic rifles and ballistics gear. You know, it's.
And she is quite right. I can contest for that with that. And, you know, that's, you know, you just not with a pistol, you're not gonna make it happen. It's not gonna. That will not do. You're gonna have to have, but we're gonna change, and we're gonna go to another clip. We're gonna look at taking care of women, taking care of yourself, how this pandemic, how the pandemic has really hindered women taking care of themselves, you know, not making their appointments. I mean, crucial appointments like, you know, cancer screenings and so forth. This report is from Fox News. We listen in on this.
The past 2 years have been tough on all of us. And when it comes to women's health, many of us have canceled critical screenings and exam appointments, all due to pandemic restrictions. Well, joining us live, Cheryl Crow, breast cancer survivor and vocal women's health advocate, and also Dr. Arlene Richardson, director of radiology at Jackson Park Hospital in Chicago. Thank you to you both, ladies, for being with us this morning. Good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Cheryl, I want to start with you, a strong supporter for health and for women for many years, encouraging all of us as women to take better care of yourself. What has been the biggest message that you want to get out to women?
Well, in 2006, I was 44 years old, and I had a routine mammogram scheduled 6 days after my birthday, which I didn't want to go to because I was too busy and had the Grammys, and life was just crazy. And I wound up keeping the appointment, and I was diagnosed with invasive breast cancer. And I think the message I want to tell women is that we don't have a cure yet, and until we have a cure, Early detection is our best weapon.
How important it was to have that screening done and being proactive. What should women be thinking about when it comes to breast cancer screenings? Because it's not when you start to feel sick or have questions. We really need to get a jump start on our health.
Absolutely. That's a really good point. Breast cancer screening should happen when you feel fine, when you don't have any symptoms of cancer, because the point is to really catch the cancer before it catches you, right? Before you feel anything. And so that's why it's really important to do a checkup once a year on your whole entire body, including your breasts.
So let's take a look at women needing to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself as the individual, you cannot take care of no one else. You have to take care of yourself. And we listened to the one doctor explaining this. Let's listen in on her.
I'm Dr. Jillian Granum, licensed psychologist at WellSpan Philhaven. One of the questions I get from time to time is, as life gets back to normal, as we emerge from the pandemic, I'm still managing so much. Working from home, taking care of the kids, looking out for my parents, I feel so overwhelmed. Do you have any tips on how I can manage my stress? What I would say is that with the constant change of the pandemic, along with everyday stressors and demands coming from multiple directions, it can be hard to even imagine prioritizing taking care of ourselves. But one of the best things we can do is have compassion for ourselves and make peace with the fact that we just can't do it all. When it comes to getting things done, multitasking can be necessary, but it can make us feel even more stressed. Sometimes slowing down can be more effective than speeding up and can help us create moments of peace throughout our day. So whether it's a few intentional deep breaths between meetings, a 1-minute stretch break, sitting and actually enjoying that cup of tea or coffee, listening to your favorite song before you get out of the car at work, or taking an evening walk with the kids. Finding these moments can help you feel just a little less overwhelmed. And if you find that you're really struggling, it just may be time to reach out to a Philhaven provider for more help.
Well, hey, that is our show for today, and I appreciate you all being here and coming out for the show. We're not going to keep you guys. So, hey, have a good Wednesday evening. Watch out here in Chicago. I know it's storming. There's maybe some tornadoes coming, but hey, we will see you next Wednesday. And thank you.
I ask teens to put down your...
Hey, this is AJ Williams, the media guy. Come learn how to financially secure and grow your estate right now and for the future. Tune in every Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. to SHEcago Talks, the Women's Wellness and Wealth Workshop, live on Facebook, SHEcago Talk page. Join the conversation. Present your products and services. Tell your story of wellness and wealth. We are waiting to hear from you. Leave a message on Facebook page, SHEcago Talks, or email us at SHEcago100@gmail.com. That's right, SHECAGO